Lesson 10, we're going to multiply fractions and mixed numbers. You can represent multiplication situations involving fractions with models, including concrete objects, pictures, words, and numbers. Multiply fractions by multiplying the numerators and denominators of each fraction. Multiplying fractions does not require a least common denominator, LCD, but as with all fractions, the product should be in simplest form. So you always need to try to simplify. Alright, the display space for the science fair is divided into 6 equal parts. To display projects for plant, animal, earth, physical, consumer, and human studies. Each part is subdivided into equal areas for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. Which fraction of the display space is used for 7th and 8th grade earth science projects? So here's how we're going to divide it up. 1/6, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the denominator represented. And we shaded in 1 to mean 1/6, so that's the earth science projects. Then we took the same thing, now we divided these 6 boxes, and now we've put lines going across, which would be 1/3. So 1/3 is 1, 2, 3. There's the denominator. And 1/3 would be that shaded and that shaded, because we're looking at earth science projects. So that's 2/3. Because there's 2/3 to show for the 7th and 8th grade projects. So when we look at this, we're looking at 2/3 of 1/6, or you're going 2/3 times 1/6. So you're going 2 times 1 is 2, 3 times 6 is 18, and then we just need to get that in simplest form. We can divide the top and bottom both by 2 to get it in simplest form. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 18 divided by 2 is 9. So the fraction of the display space that's used for 7th and 8th grade science projects is 1/9. Problem number 2, it says Tom did an experiment that involved making bread. He needed to make 1½ times the recipe. The recipe required for 2 1/4 cups of flour. How many cups of flour did Tom need for his experiment? So we have mixed numbers, the 1 1/2 and the 2 1/4. So we're going to have to multiply these. So we're going to change the 1 1/2. We know that that 1 can be represented by 2/2 plus the 1/2 from the fraction. So if we add those up, 2 plus 1 is 3, and keep the denominator. We're going to do the same thing to 2 and 1/4. We know that 2 could be wrote 4/4 and 4/4. So 4/4 plus 4/4 would be 8/4. That's going to represent the whole number 2. Plus 1/4, which is the fraction shown. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Bring the denominator back across. So when we multiply now, we got 3/2 and 9/4. So we're going to multiply these. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 times 4 is 8. And that's an improper fraction. So now we have to write it. We're going to do the same thing we did on example 1. We're going to divide 8 into 27. We know it'll go 3 times because 8 times 3 is 24. So 24 minus 27 is 3. So we have a remainder of 3 over 8, which is our denominator. So how many cups of flour did Tom need for his experiment? Is 3 3/8.